Hey you guys, this is Rafael. I hope you're doing well today. I'm so thankful to get to be with you guys today. I want to thank each one of you that's taken time to watch these videos and to share them, to go onto YouTube and sign up. And don't forget, when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to figure out some way to give away a Civil War cavalry sword. And if I can at all, I hope to have that person that wins it on here with me, and we're going to have some fun. Today we're going to talk about a neat little gun. The other day we talked about the big Colt Dragoon, and today we're going to talk about a small gun. This is actually referred to as a pocket revolver, and it's a small gun, and the name fits on this one. This is the style that was made by the Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts firm of the Massachusetts Firearms Company. They made about 2,500 to 3,000 of these from 1851 to 1860. This one's a low serial number. It's serial number 620, and it's in the original factory casing. The folks at Massachusetts Arm were very proud of what they made. They actually engraved the top of the piece that goes above the cylinder like this with their Mass Arms marking, and they also on the bullet molds that go with it, and this is what they used to make the bullets that they would fire out of the gun. It made 2 bullets. They made these in 28 and 31 caliber. So you've got a couple of variations on gun size alone, on bullet size alone, and the company even embossed the powder flasks. This is the piece that actually carries the powder to fire the gun. And on both sides, it's got this cool marking. Massachusetts Firearms Company, Chicopee Falls. And it's custom fit in the case, so you know it's the right case for that gun. And that's not all. This gun they engraved, and it's got some traces of the original finish on it. It's got beautiful engraving, and the engraving, if you had enough money, they'd put anything on it you want. They originally came with wooden grips, but you could factory order, if you had the engraving, you could have ivory grips. And look at the ivory on this one. And of course today we want to take care of those elephants, and we don't want anything bad for the animals, but these guns are antique. They have nothing to do with what goes on with the elephants today. But these guns had ivory grips. A lot of the guns of the day did, and it makes a big difference price-wise collecting to have the engraving and to have the ivory grips. This gun has a couple of neat traits. You remember when we were kids and we had the cap guns with the little roll of caps that feed through and pop as you shoot them? They based those guns off of a patent that was acquired September 22nd, 1845. There was a guy named Edward Maynard, M-A-Y-N-A-R-D, and he got that patent, and it was a way to replace the standard percussion cap. And it worked really well as long as a couple things didn't happen. As long as your mechanics kept working on the inside of it that fed that roll up, and if it lined up perfectly, and if the roll of caps didn't get torn or wet or damaged. But if you had all those 3 things working for you, it's a great system. This one has the Maynard marking on the outside of the door. It has the Maynard internal mechanism inside of it, like you see here. And as you cock the hammer, it rotates that little star looking piece to feed the tape primer up. And these guns also have a neat way to load the bullet. What you do, there's a button on the underside of it which releases the clasp that holds it in place, and it tips up to load. You slide the cylinder right out. There you go. So it's actually a quick load kind of design compared to a lot of the things of the day. If you find this style of gun with standard grips, just a brown finish, they're a gun that you can find in the $500 to $800 range. The more you put on it, the more it will bring. This one has the engraving we talked about. It has the ivory grips. It has the original powder flask. It has the original bullet mold. It has the original factory box. So you've got everything that you could hope for on one of these revolvers. This one is one that we have on ShilohRelics.com. You can see pictures of everything I've described and probably a lot of things that I forgot to talk about today because I do play most of this by ear. If you go on there, it's on sale for $3,650. You can get it and add it to your collection today. If you have any questions, I would be glad to try to answer them. If there's something you want to see, I'll be glad to try to accommodate that as well. I hope that each one of you know how much I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come into your homes and tell you a little bit about history, because each one of these relics has a history, and I'm just the guy that's lucky enough to get to share it with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. When you get a chance, please remember to be kind. Tell those people that you love them, because you never know, it might be our last day. And if the last words out of my mouth are I love you, I'm okay with that. I hope y'all have a great day. I love you, and I'll catch you next time.